Now, immediately below that, there is a series of what are called fields. Now, you'll notice that it looks like those fields are kind of chopped in half. They really aren't. This is an optical illusion that's pretty much based on the fact that the resolution of each one of these virtual images that I've given you access to on Agilent's cloud is not the highest resolution it really should be. You're not going to see this type of resolution on your high resolution monitors sitting in your laboratory. But again, because we're in a virtual environment on Agilent's corporate cloud, it is going to shrink that resolution. And so that's why it kind of looks like things are kind of cut in half on this. They really aren't. Now, each one of those fields has a left-hand portion of the field and a right-hand portion of the field. On the left-hand portion of the field, if you double-click that very first field and the left-hand portion of it, it says sample name. But if I double-click on it, it highlights sample name all in a blue hue or in a blue background color. I can now type in a different label if I wish. The left-hand portion of a field is called a label, and that's fully editable. So I can type in sample in all uppercase. Then I can go to the right-hand portion of the screen, the right-hand portion of that label, but I cannot do any type of a edit on that isocratic sample STD, because that comes from the binarily encoded data that's from the left-hand portion or the left-hand screen underneath the injection Chem2 OpenLab 2 data, and we have highlighted the isocratic sample STD. But just because I can't change that without changing the information that's in there, doesn't mean I can't change its presentation. So with that first field highlighted, right mouse click on that and go down to the properties. Select the value, not the label, but the value immediately below it on the left-hand side in that black space. Select the value. And then in the font area, which is instead of the value, not the value, because that is the formula that comes up with the name of that sample, but going down to the font area, I'm going to make the weight of this font as bold. And then for my background color, it's currently set as transparent. If I use that pull-down menu, I now feel like the kid in the candy store that just got my 1,000 Crayola crayon set on Christmas. If I use that scroll bar, you notice how many different colors I get to choose from. I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom and select thistle, which I never even knew was a color. I thought it was just a plant. But I'm going to select thistle. Then I'm going to select OK. And notice even doing those options here, both the label on the left-hand side and now the isocratic sample STD has been changed to reflect a bold font and a thistle background.